We knew coming into the game this was going to be another battle, and it definitely was. Hats off to Southern Illinois. They came in. You had a great game plan. Their kids fought hard. Really proud of our guys for getting the job done. To be honest with you, all that matters is that you're 1 point better. All right, at the end of that game, and that's what I'm proud of. Our guys have accomplished the first goal that we set out for this offseason, is we wanted to be undefeated in non-conference play. We've been able to accomplish that goal. Our guys battled. They fought hard. There's some things that we have to get cleaned up. I keep sitting here every week talking about the penalties and getting that fixed, and it's not showing up on game day. So we're gonna continue to explore every option and how we can emphasize that to a higher level. But I thought our guys, at the beginning of the game, I thought SIU did a good job of holding the ball. They had time possession is something that really jumped off. Well, we weren't as good on third down and even fourth down defensively as we'd like to be, and then offensively we weren't as good as we want to be. So those are areas that we got to continue to extend drives. We've got to make sure that we're getting off the field. We have the opportunity to get off the field, but really proud of our return. The kickoff return was a huge play. Tony Pollard, those guys take a great deal of pride in that unit. I thought our field goal team, really stepped up today, was able to convert. We're 7 or 7 in the red zone. Obviously, we want to make sure we're scoring touchdowns down there, but those guys did a really nice job when called upon. And we got some guys that are banged up. And there was a couple more that went down today, and so it's definitely there's plenty of opportunity for guys to come out and to be able to make their impact, and we got to make sure that our preparation is as good as possible so they can go out there and play at a high level.
In terms of getting off the field up there, was there a common thread there, or was there anything big there?
Yeah, they were doing a good job. You got to give some credit to them. They were doing a good job. They were getting the ball out quick. We weren't able to impact the quarterback as much as we wanted to, and they made some plays. And usually when they weren't getting the third downs, they were putting themselves in that fourth and short, and then they were being aggressive, and they converted on some fourth down opportunities, and that just continued to extend those drives. And that's something that we've got to get cleaned up. We've got to continue to go to work, and I can tell you, I'm really proud of this team that we have. There's a lot of people, obviously there's some frustrating things that happen just with the penalties and some of the mistakes that were made. But our guys, they continue to battle. They continue to battle to the end. The last drive by the offense, I was glad to see us get the ball down and get it in the end zone, give us the two-score cushion. But at the end of the day, we know we've got to continue to progress. There are some areas that I see us improving, but then there's some areas that I didn't see the progression like I want to see. Starting conference play, that's what we have left. We have eight conference games, an opportunity to go and to be able to compete. And we start off this next week going to UCF, who's going to be we've done a lot of prep for them, but that's going to be a championship caliber game in my opinion because of who we're playing, and we've got to get better, and we got to prepare at a high level.
You had 200 yards in the first half, and you had 153 the first 6 minutes. What did you do different in the first 6 minutes of the second half versus the first half?
Yeah, I thought we did a good job, or a better job executing. Really, they jumped into a couple different things, front wise that was a little different, and they had a good game plan. I think Coach Hill does a remarkable job, and then we kind of settled down, and it's hard to get in a rhythm there early. We had the first drive, a 3-and-out, which we can't do. That's something that we got to ensure that we're able to put together a drive on that first set. But they had the ball for an extended period of time. So getting in that rhythm and getting rolling was a little difficult for us there early, but our guys kept battling, and we were able to establish the run a little bit better in the second half. We were able to hit some plays, and so at the end of the day, we did enough to get the job done.
Coach, just how big of a lift is it coming off of returning you guys?
Oh, it's huge. I think it's one of the biggest momentum swings you can have in the game, and obviously Tony and the entire return unit take an unbelievable amount of pride in that, and when you see them have a chance to impact the game like that, it's it definitely gives a huge boost to our team, and it shows the work that they've been putting into it. It's everybody's challenge. There was a couple that before that I would like to have seen us have better returns on. And so the thing that our guys they came over to the side, they made their corrections, and then they went out there and executed. And so if teams elect to kick to us, I mean there's some challenges when you try not to kick to somebody, and I mean we've experienced that so far this year. And so we're going to get our opportunities, and but we got to be prepared to continue to progress and to capitalize when we have an opportunity to.
Mike, that's what you said at halftime. Is there a particular message at halftime, or is it more technical adjustments that you have to make against their friends?
Yeah, there was a few adjustments we did make, just from the just scheme adjustments. But as much as anything, to keep playing. Keep playing. Go out there. We got the ball. That was big for us to go down there and to be able to get points. And that that's something that is as we knew we'd get it rolling. It just you go out there and you got to get that rhythm. You got to go out there and execute. And I was really pleased with our guys. We're 100% ball security. We talked about that being a big part of this game. That's the first time this season that we've done that. So I was really proud of the offense, making sure that we were able to do that. And it ended up being the difference.
Coach, there was a couple times tonight where I saw it seems like Ferguson may have forced the ball to Anthony Miller when there were other guys that were open. Do you think they're looking to see another guy emerge from that wide receiver position? Do you think that there were times when he forced it to Anthony Miller where he could have looked for some other guys?
He's going to go through his progression, and there's some other guys that made plays. I think you see Phil, Pop, Joey all made some good plays out there, and Riley's going to go through his progression, and that's something that at times we missed some opportunities. I thought we had a couple plays down the field that we got to complete, that we got to capitalize on. But for us, it's just once again we got to get in that rhythm. We got to get rolling. Any personal foul penalty drives me absolutely nuts, because it's focus, it's control, and that we're going to get fixed. I can't tell you that we're not going to have penalties. We are going to get the personal foul penalties fixed. That is happening. I don't know how right now, but we're going to get that thing done. I mean, we're going to figure it out.
And I don't know if you have any immediate updates on Roger or Rupert.
I don't. I think I saw Sean was on crutches there. After the game, and so we'll get that evaluated. I know Curtis went out. Roger went out. So we'll get an opportunity to see where they're at. It's kind of been a wild beginning of the year with us and injuries. So, we'll see. Hopefully we can get those guys, get in there tomorrow and see exactly where they are, and push to have them, as many of them back as possible. Tito Wyndham ended up not playing today, which, really it tested our depth there in the secondary. And then we got some guys that, when they go down, it's just, it's pretty challenging. So, but at the end of the day, that's part of the game. And, that's why you recruit. That's why you develop your players. And, I've got a lot of faith in the young men. They're sitting in that locker room, and we're going to continue to grow and get better. And we know every week the challenges are now going to get much bigger, because this is what we train for. This is what we work for, and this conference opener is going to be huge. All right.